Alright, hey, HadesOmega here, and this is another episode of the HadesOmega Solar Powered Garage. So, I got here my batteries, alright? I shot a video about it in the last episode, alright? And now I'm going to talk about my charger, okay? So, I bought an 8S charger, alright? So, last time, if you remember correctly, when I built the battery, I put all the batteries in parallel. All right, I made a big it's an 8P battery. All right, that's what it is. It's a it's an 8P battery. That's what you would call it, because there's 8 batteries in parallel, so the voltage doesn't change, but the capacity changes. All right, so the problem with that is that it takes a long time to charge that battery. If you remember correctly, it took like a full 2 weeks almost to like fully charge that battery. And that battery wasn't all the way drained also. So, alright. So I think these are about probably around 70-80% charged, alright? But anyway, for the second battery pack that I'm going to build, we're going to use this charger. Why did you buy this charger, HadesOmega? Well, I'm building a scooter that's going to be using an ADS lithium phosphate battery, okay? I bought this charger for it, and I said, hey, well, you know what? You could use that to charge your battery bank because it's an 8S battery, right? That's what this charger is, okay? I got this on Aliexpress. It's here's the description. It says 29.2 volts. I guess when the 8S lithium iron phosphate battery is fully charged, it comes out to 29.2 volts. Alright, it says 5 amps, 8 amps, 10 amps. I believe this one is the 10 amp version. Alright, there is a 15 and 20 amp also, but I think that would be too much. Actually, well, you know what? I probably should have got the 20 amp one, because I got freaking 20 amp outlets in the garage, so I didn't think about that. But I got the 10 amp one so it would be friendly for like 110 volts, you know, regular outlet is what I want to say. Okay, and it says it's a lithium iron phosphate LiFePO4 fast charger for 24 volt 8S e-bike, forklift, golf cart, touring car, scooter, iron phosphate battery. Yeah, it's a really weird name. All right, but it's a 24 volt lithium iron phosphate charger. All right, an 8S. All right, 8S will get you 24 volts ish. All right. Also, the options I chose for it is a XT60 connector, alright, and it charges to 29.2 volts when fully charged, and it's 10 amps, okay, that's the charger I got. The total was $66.10, alright. I will put a link in the video to where I purchased it if you want to purchase one of these guys, okay. I think it probably took like about a month for it to get to me. I think it didn't take too long. Let's take a closer look at this bad boy, and then that'll be the end of the video. But the plan is to build the battery pack. All right, we're just gonna straight up build the battery pack. Then we're gonna charge this. I have not, as of this video, it's already mid-July. I haven't got my BMS yet, man. It's taken forever for it to get to me. I can't believe this battery's got here sooner than it. All right. It's coming from China. They shipped it through DHL, and it's still not here. So I don't know what the deal is. It's supposed to be here by the 21st, and the 21st is on Thursday of next week, or this week. It's coming up real soon. So I should have it here this week. If I don't have it here this week, I'm just gonna hit the hell with it. We're just gonna charge the battery. All right. Maybe I'll go do it on Monday or something. I don't know, man. But you could use this without a BMS. Okay. Would it be safe? Probably, I guess. But yeah, the battery won't be balanced. The important thing is we got to balance the battery before we plug it into the system. All right. So HadesOmega's plan was to just build the battery crate. All right. Put it all together. Link them all up. Right. And then install the BMS. And then we could charge it with this. All right. And all right. So this bad boy charges at 10 amps, alright? So for a 280 amp hour 8S lithium iron phosphate battery bank would take 28 hours to charge it, all right? That's hell of a lot better than like 2 weeks, okay? So my plan is to charge it to like 27 volts or something, somewhere around there. 27 volts is pretty much fully charged almost. Charge it up to 27 volts, and then I will check the voltages, and if it's not balanced, I'm just gonna charge it up to the right one, or charge the lower batteries up to match the other batteries. All right, so we're gonna do a top balance basically. All right, and then fully charge it. All right, and then so the important thing is that's why we want the BMS. So if there's like a cell imbalance, it'll catch that, and it'll kill the power going to the battery. It'll try to protect the battery, and that's the reason why you want the BMS. Okay. Another thing we could do is, if HadesOmega doesn't get the BMS soon, and I want to charge these batteries, is I can just put them in series, and we'll charge the battery bank, and then I will monitor the batteries very closely. All right, I'll monitor the voltage very closely, and the battery balance. All right, and then when we get close to like 27 or like 28 volts, then we'll pull the charger off, and then we'll put them all in parallel again. All right, and then that should help also. That should balance the battery also. Okay, so the cells with the higher charge will discharge and charge the cells with the lower voltage. Okay, and then it'll actually balance itself out. So we can also do that if we do build the battery pack. We just have to take it apart again and put it in parallel. All right, so that's the two plans that I have. All right, build the whole battery pack, charge it with the charger for 28. It won't even charge for 28 hours. The battery is almost fully charged. It's got about like 80% charge in it right now. So it's not going to take 28 hours to charge. It'll take less than a day with this guy. Okay, and the cool thing is we'll be using the solar power from the garage to be charging it also. So we won't be using any of the grid power to charge it still. So we'll be charging it with solar power already. Another thing we could do is we could take the other battery out and then plug this one in, and then let the solar charger, all right, the charge controller, charge the batteries. Okay, so there's a couple things we could do, but I'm thinking let's just build the pack first, and then we'll just charge it, and then I'll top balance it. All right, and then the important thing is to run through, when we get it hooked up to there, run through all the power, right, run it dry, and then do a bottom balance. All right, and then while I'm at it, I can bottom balance the other battery too. All right, so when we plug these two battery banks together, it'll, like I said, when you put it in parallel, it'll equalize. All right, the one with the higher charge will start charging the one with the lower charge. All right, but the important thing is we need to get the voltages as close as possible. All right, or else like you're gonna have like a lot of energy going from one battery to another. All right, it's like you're hooking up like a jumper cables, right? Type of thing, right? Okay, so let's go take a closer look at this charger, and then that'll be the end of the video. And then we'll actually, in the next video, I'll either have the BMS. All right, I'll shoot a video about the BMS. It's the same BMS that I bought last time, so nothing special. So let's say, all right, and then we're gonna start assembling the battery. All right. I may need to make a battery bar. Yeah, I might have to make a battery bar, so that shouldn't be a problem. I have some copper pipe laying around, so we'll use that. Okay, so let's take a look at this charger real quick, and that'll be the end of the video. Okay, there it is. All right, so this did not come with it. All right, this is what comes in the box. We'll take a look at this in a bit. I'll just tell you how I made that. All right, let's take it out of so this is the box it came in. All right, it comes with a fuse right here. Okay, good. It comes with a power cable, and the good thing is you could use any power cable you want. That's good. Some of these chargers from China, man, they're kind of not safe, is what I want to say. I have a charger that with the wiring is not the right wiring, and it heats up when you use a lot of current. Okay, so here's the charger. This is my first time actually looking at it. It says battery charger, okay? The input is 100 to 120 volts AC, all right? 50 hertz, 6 amps. Is that how much it draws? I don't know. Yeah, I guess 6 amps, 120. And then the output is 29.2 volts at 10 amps, all right? So this is a 10 amp charger. It says it's 4 lithium iron phosphate battery, okay? I guess there's a light on it. Red means it's charging, and green means it's fully charged. Where are these lights? Ah, right here, okay. Yeah, right here. There's a light, okay? So when it's red, it's charging. When it's green, it's fully charged. And like I said, I bought this for my scooter, all right? I'm trying to build I have one of those old Razor scooters, and I'm building a lithium iron phosphate battery for it, but I haven't got around to it yet. Okay, there's a fan right here. This is the charge cord, all right? This is the XT60 connector. All right, I wanted an XT60 connector because, you know, it's a very common connector, and it's a good connector. All right, there's a fuse holder right here. Hopefully the fuse is in there already. Okay, yes it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, let's put this back on. And I think that's about it. Yeah, there's really not much else to it. It's nice little compact charger. Alright, you would just plug this in here. It's kind of hard to get in. Alright, and then plug that into the outlet. HadesOmega is in America, so that's what we're rocking. There's the other fuse. Here's some packaging. There's a manual right here. Here's some features of this charger. Okay, here's some features it says of this charger. It's a multi-stage charging, constant current and voltage, pulse width modulation, built-in microcontroller, synchronous rectification, and LLC resonance. Kind of weird. All right, and here is some safety information. You could pause that if you want to read that. I'm not going to go over it. All right, and there's packing list, the charger, cables, a manual, and they didn't say the fuse. There should be an extra fuse also. So there's actually something else that they didn't mention. All right, and there's some warranty. There's some operation instructions. Please make sure the charger is firmly connected to the battery. The charger will be turned off automatically after the charger is fully charged. Unplug the charger from AC outlet when the charger is not in use. Some chargers are not designed to cali with the... I don't know what that means. Please make sure the voltage from AC outlet matches that required by the charger. All right, yeah. So don't try to charge like a 7S battery with this 8S charger. Okay. But this is calibrated so it works best with a lithium iron phosphate battery. Okay, and then, so how are we going to connect that if we don't have an XT60 connector, HadesOmega? Well, here you go. So this is actually, these are actually the battery cables, all right? What are these? Alligator cables, alligator clips for my Odyssey battery charger, all right? My Odyssey battery charger has I built an EC3 connector for it. All right, so I plug this in. I plug this in when I want to use these cables with the charger, all right? If not, I just plug in, I plug in this in, all right, to wherever, all right? My motorcycles all have this plug on it. All right, so this is an XT60 connector, right, HadesOmega? Well, HadesOmega made this last night, all right? I have some pictures of it. Check it out. Okay, so yeah, this one has an XT60 connector, so I need to make an adapter to convert the XT60 connector to an EC3 cable or connector. All right, then the EC3 connector connects here, and then we connect this to the positive of the battery and connect this to the negative of the battery. All right, and there you go. And then the charger and then we can hook up this charger to our battery bank. That's how HadesOmega plans to charge it, alright? It's every battery has a terminal on it. All we gotta do is just hook these up and it'll charge it. But it has to be, yeah, it has to be in a series configuration first. An ADAS config. Okay, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's the charger that I'll be using to charge my battery bank. I guess the nice thing is if I do need to charge the battery bank for whatever reason, I can use this charger. I can plug it into the grid power outlet. Yeah, actually I could do that. If I wanted to charge the battery, even if it was still hooked up to my solar charge controller, I could use this to charge it with AC power from the grid, alright? So yeah, there we go. That's the plan. Alright, so hopefully I'll get that BMS this week and we can assemble the battery already. I don't think it's going to take as much time as last time. We also have to still make cables for the battery too. We need to have cables to hook up to the inverter, alright? The inverter charge controller. So that's going to be like the last thing. But first we need to charge the battery, right? That's the important thing. We need to charge it and top balance it, and that's what we're going to do with this guy. Okay, and then we'll plug it all together, and then we'll have double the battery capacity. Whoop! All right. Thanks for watching. HadesOmega out.